Alright, how y'all doing? This is Bad Moon MTG, and I got a little something special for you today. So I am on an SMP in Minecraft with some friends of mine. And I recently went around and did secret bases in most of their bases. Hid some diamonds, some other things they might enjoy, and made a game of it. Well, one of my friends has hidden a secret base in my base. So I figured I would take you on a tour of the 3 bases that have been found so far, show you what I got up to, and then we can search for the secret base in my base. So let's get over to Minecraft. And I've got my elytra on. We're good to go. So this is my base. It's a library. We'll get to a tour a little later. But for now, we're going to take off, and we're going to head this way. We're going to start at the base of one Chases Squirrels. This was the first secret base that I actually put in anybody's base. I'm kind of proud of how I hid this one. Let me see. We got to get all the way to like negative 1000x 500 z. It's a bit of a hike. So Chase the Squirrels has a desert village incorporated into her base. And I use that to my advantage. There is a water feature over in one corner. And I use the fact that everything's built out of sandstone and that birch trapdoors kind of blend in real well. So we should be coming up on it now. Yeah, there it is. So this was actually the first that I built and the first that was found. And basically, you got this village up here. And if you come down here toward the exit, you have a fountain. Apparently, Squirrel could not figure out how to get in because several pieces of sandstone have been removed. Used to be you would swim into here, open the trap door, and you'd be into the base, which I called the Purple Oasis because of all the purple terracotta. And then to get out, you would pop that up, get into the crawling position, and then crawl right out that trap door right there. So, you know, I put in a brewing stand, some terracotta, diamond, you know, whatever building materials I had left over. So that is one of them. Let's head over. I need to get to the roof of the Nether, so I've got to go over to another base real quick to get up there. We're going to head over to... yeah, we'll head over to Axolotl's base. Axolotl is the one who built the secret base in my base. So... now, I got this server on the roof here, so... almost everybody has a portal up here. There are a few stragglers. We'll get there eventually. But this is Axolotl's base. It's big. It's sprawling. There's farms everywhere. And I thought, you know what? I can build it in this big building here. But I couldn't. There's no room. It's all very the one-dimensional, like everything is one block deep. Couldn't do it. What are you doing out here? Get away. So I explored all of the stuff that Axolotl had built, and eventually I actually went out into the village and I found this tree. And I dug one stair out, and this is what I call the wine dark scene. The wine dark because the crimson stem, crimson planks looks kind of wine colored. You know, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here at one point, but Axolotl has wisely moved it, so I can't reclaim it. And that one is pretty simple. That's I watch a lot of Hider Hunt from Ryan Not Brian and his friends. And this is classic Hider Hunt. You dig one block and you put a ladder down. It's usually below a tree if you want to get it found real quick. But that actually, because this base is so big, it just goes so far, and there's so many things, it took quite a while to find, which I was quite happy to see. Alright, we're going to go to one more, which, I gotta tell you, this is one of the ones that I hid the least and was the most proud of. But it's going to take a minute to get there. Where is the road? There we go. So I've actually got to go downstairs into the regular nether. Just going to jump my way. This is the communal nether fortress. And I'm just going to run on through. I am, as far as I'm aware, the only person on the server currently who has an elytra, and I have been doing nothing but flying for quite a while. So we're getting to the base of Night of Time, and okay. I'm just gonna do that real quick. And then we're gonna not open the door the right way, because I don't know how. So I'm gonna come down here real quick to show you just what we're working with. This is the spire, the base of Night of Time, and it's big. It is tall, and again, we have that same problem as before, where there is literally no space. Everything is one block deep, so it was very difficult to figure out where am I going to put this base. It doesn't help that the floor of the first floor is made of stone, so if you wanted to dig that out to put your base under it, you would need Silk Touch, which is not currently on my pickaxe. So I looked around. I was like, where can I put it? I don't know. What am I going to do? There's no place to put it. Anywhere. And eventually, I made my way all the way up through the floors. All the way up. Very tall. To the top floor. And I'm like, even the roof is one block thick everywhere. But who says that I have to hide my base? Take care of you. This is my secret base on top of the spire. It's just a bed, which blends in because of the snow up here. The bed blends in because it's a white bed. The sign blends in, and the chest is the only thing that really sticks out. Mostly, I'm counting on the fact that I am the only person on the server with an elytra, so no one's ever going to be up here. I'm assuming that either this or this is where Night of Time came up through the roof. I honestly don't know how he got up here in the first place. But eventually he did. He found the base, and that was that. So those are my three that I built. Those are the only three at time of recording that had been found. Take a little damage there. I believe this is the right spot. It is. I don't know how this door works. So, Night of Time, if you're watching this, make a door that's better for me. Alright, so, we gotta head back, because I asked for clarification when Axolotl told me that he had built a base in my base, that I consider my base to be three things: the outpost, the arena, and the library, and their surrounding environments. So we're going to start at the outpost, because that is going to be the one that it is easiest to get to. We're going to have to go back into the fortress and back to the roof. Take some damage, because, Put out some fires. So, first place we're going is the outpost, and the outpost is in the shopping district. We have a district where all of our shops are currently, and the outpost is mine. It is a faithful recreation of a pillager outpost, and I put in there a lot of things that I get from doing raids. So I've got a raid farm. So in there you'll find saddles from the Ravagers, and you will also find Totems of Undying, which are very popular. So, let me see. I think we go this way. Speed that up a little bit. That's where we came into the roof earlier. And this is the shopping district right here. And we're going to move our way from the shopping district over toward the arena and then the library. So here's the shopping district right here. You can tell from the architecture of that, that's Night of Time's apothecary shop. Very similar in construction to the spire that we saw earlier, but this is mine. It's got my purple banner with the yellow skull and crossbones on it. It's got the dragon head because I've been messing around in the end. So we're going to look around. I'm going to start on the outside. And we're going to look for buttons. We're going to look for switches. And then I'm going to maybe dig out a couple of things to see if we can find anything in here. Okay, I don't see anything out there. I'm not worried about the bottom floor, and I'm not really worried about anything up top either, because, again, there's one block floors, one block walls, so they might have built something in my basement, though. So we're going to go down here and check that out. I don't see anything out of place. Doubtful they'd go down into the mine. But let's just dig up a thing or two. You know, you never can tell where they might have done something. Corners are always a good place to check. But quite honestly, the The outpost is the least likely, I think. Just because there's not really much going on here. Not a whole lot of places for you to hide anything. Could be here. No, that's my stuff. So, yeah, I think we're okay to leave this one for now. Before I leave, though, I'm going to grab some more rockets. Okay. So, from here, that's Chase the Squirrel's boat, by the way. Lots of very interesting things in there, including honey, which is mostly what I'm interested in. Okay, so as you can see, Bad Moon's Arena and Neshoma's Library. For any of you that follow my stuff, that's Eleanor. Eleanor is Neshoma on the server. And this right here is my arena. But anyway, so her library is actually our library. We built it together. And this is the arena. So let's do a quick check around here for any buttons or anything. Check up here by my throne. Another dragon head because I have dragon heads. Might have to get around down there and check some things out as well. Anything up on top? So there's a lot of empty spaces inside of the arena that I am going to want to check out. But I'm not seeing anything. And there's torches in there. You can see the smoke kind of coming up through the stone bricks. Let's check this side. Any buttons? No. Let's pull up some floorboards. Pop out a couple of stone bricks. Yeah, not much going on back here. Put those back, and then we'll go through this side over here, and then I'll pop out some floorboards over there as well. Nothing over here. One of the rules of this is the entrance has to be hidden by no more than one block, as far as I've done it. I don't know if they've followed my rules or not, but that is one of the things that I've said. So I don't think there's anything here. It could be somewhere underneath all of this, but if I have to come dig that up, then I'm going to be real surprised. Alright, you know, I'm just going to fly from here to the library. It's not that far. And this road goes right there, so. And the library is much more likely to be where they hide something. It's much bigger. It's much more complex of a build. And overall, there's just more stuff to hide it. So, you know, we got over here the prismarine roof. So, come up here. I doubt they came up to the roof. There's not really much of a place to hide anything up here. Yeah, there could be something in here, maybe. Maybe. No, that looks like it's filled in. Okay, so we're going to start at one end and work our way through. All right. Here is this side. Eventually, we're going to replace these bits of dirt with the bookshelves. In the meantime, we've just got to check around here for anything that might be out of place. We're looking for levers. We're looking for switches. I don't really have to worry too much about things being under the floor because there's a very extensive basement. This would be a good place to hide something, just kind of back here. We can't go through that wall because there's a bubble column back there. That's how I get out of the basement. So let's see, is there anything? I can't imagine they'd mess with the map. That would be hard to replace if you were inside. Oh, there's a bunch of skeletal horses that mysteriously appeared at some point. Okay. There's not going to be any place to hide up there. That's just a balcony. Let's head downstairs, see what we can find. This is a complicated place. It's where all my villagers live. Maybe they would hide something back here. Maybe down the ice road, but doubtful. I think I put that there. Which doesn't mean it's not hidden in there. It just means I put that there. I think I put this here. Yeah. Yeah, I really don't think it's probably back here. So, okay. We're just gonna scoot our way back out of here. This was a low probability option. Just being that there's so many villagers and everything, you wouldn't want to risk it here. This is unfinished back here. We've got some stuff going on in there. I'll check out. This is unfinished. So would they hide something in an unfinished section? Maybe. I doubt they've gone through there. That goes into the mines. They could have gone through this wall, but it doesn't appear they did. I might have to check behind there. There's a lot of space back there. Let's check in here. Now, if I was going to hide anything, this would be a pretty good place to do it. But again, we're checking for levers and buttons right now. And if we have to start digging stuff up, we'll do that in a minute. Let's see. So these areas are a little more finished. You know, we've got my mushrooms, we've got some nether wart. They could very easily have hidden something underneath here. But that's just stone. I didn't mention this. This is my potion brewing room. It's unfinished at the moment. Just looking for buttons. There's an infinite water source in the corner here. Again, these are unfinished. Kind of doubt they'd hide anything back there, because there's just that possibility of discovery while I'm trying to finish things. This is my unfinished storage system. So it's possible it's in here, but I don't know. Kinda doubt it. You want to probably avoid redstone areas just because things can get complicated. You don't want to accidentally break something. So I'm going to pop back down here. I'm going to check behind the back anyway. Like that could be a place. That could be a place. Anywhere where there's andesite or diorite or granite could potentially be a hiding place. But again, doubtful. I'm pretty sure I put that in there. So if you were going to hide it, you'd hide it better than that. Unless, of course, you wanted me to think about that. You know, and say exactly what I said. You know, hide it by making it not well hidden. I'm just digging out a couple of blocks here because I don't want to have to come back here again. Okay. We haven't looked at... Oh, that's another unfinished room. This is the enchanting and armor weapon storage room. I'm not seeing anything. That cat is mine, so they couldn't have moved it to cover a button. And I'll tell you how I know there's nothing over here. So, oh, come on. I hate this particular door. It's difficult to get out of. Okay, so I think we've covered down here for now. It's still possible there's something down here underneath the floor somewhere, but if that is the case, it's going to take a decently long time to find. Just because we'll have to dig up everything. So I don't want to do that if I don't have to. Is there anything out front? I mean, it could be along the front here somewhere. I guess we'll go around the back. So that's a jack-o'-lantern for light. What do we got over here? It's another jack-o'-lantern in this corner. Hello. What did you do? Though, did that not do anything? Okay. It doesn't appear to have done anything. So that is not supposed to be there. That was not there in the original design. And if it did something, I'm not immediately seeing what that was. We've got light sources behind all of these. So there is an option, which is that switch is on the surface and opens something down here, which would be in this direction. So I'm not seeing anything. Why is that switch? Okay. Well, that being the case, we're going to do something. I have an idea on how to find out what that switch does, if anything. Uh-huh. That is what we in the business call a clever decoy. Yeah, there's nothing down here. Okay. Axolotl has decided to be clever. I like it. So we're going to do a quick sleep here. Let's see. I think we do a quick check of the rest of the library grounds, because there's a lot of stuff over here. Well, not in there. You wouldn't want to put it in one of these because they've put buttons around. Buttons and switches. I like this. We're gonna do that, but there's nothing under there because if you break that, then this stops working. So, you know, that's a thing. They wouldn't break that because if they break my stuff, they're breaking the rules. There's a door. They hit a door underneath here. Okay, we're gonna just make sure that they're not pulling a double cross on me. You know, they could hide some things. Okay, they turned that sideways and put a lever on it. So, yeah, there's a door hidden in the tree. The question is, and I will be checking because I think what they're hoping that I do is disregard because I hear a door open or something. And I'm just not going to do that. I'm just not going to disregard. I am going to collect all of the levers and all of the switches just so that I don't mistake them later for something important. Okay. Could easily hide something in the animal pen, but that doesn't seem likely. Trapdoor creaks, so there's a trapdoor under here. Okay, so they have hidden the important stuff. Trapdoor creaks, so there's a trapdoor under here. That appears to be nothing. you just gotta make sure. All of these things are going on. I don't think they're gonna hide anything in the animal pen because that would be too busy. Make sure they didn't put any levers or switches on any of this stuff. I'm gonna check over here at this farm, but I'm not seeing anything out of the ordinary. We can check the portal, or check near the portal rather. That is the cow crusher. There's not going to be anything there. This is covered in banners. Got a trapdoor under here that leads to nothing. Let's check over by the villager breeder. And actually, I do want to check in the field here, just because. Okay, I'm not going to check that. It'd be too hard to replace the stone. But I do want to check in here. Definitely not under that. Darn it, that's what I was hoping to avoid. It's not going to be in the villager breeder. They wouldn't want to risk the villagers getting out. This switch is supposed to be here. Okay, so let's head back this way. So it seems like they worked their way from the portal through here, around in this area, putting levers and buttons on things. They probably avoided the zombies that like boats. We know they were over here. This could technically be close enough to be considered hiding a secret base in my base, so I'm going to check it. That is supposed to be there. Okay, why is this dirt? Interesting. Oh, that's why that's dirt. There's a sheep here that somehow is not in the sheep pen. Not sure how that one escaped. But we're going to go over to this island, which is the original settlement. This is how we started. And I'm just checking for buttons. Interesting. Uh-huh. I see. Okay. I think we found it. I'm going to go around and do this properly. But yeah, I think we may have found it. So, if you go in here, go down the trapdoor, and there's a lever. Axolotl secret base. It's a secret to everyone. Not to me. Got ourselves some nice lanterns on chains. The mechanism, which we could see from above the furnace. Instead of a bed, they've gone with table and chair, which is nice. We got some magma blocks, which are very nice. I can use those. A bunch of doors, which makes sense. They would have used a whole bunch of doors. Some bricks, a couple eyes of ender. So this was very, very clever. Whereas I went about hiding things by trying to make them really not obvious. Axolotl decided the best way to go about this was to hide the actual entrance with a lot of noise. You know, all of those levers and all of those buttons were just noise to disguise the actual lever, which was very far kind of out of the way. So I think that that is actually pretty good. Yeah, grade A. So that is, yeah, that's about what we're going to do for today. We found the base. It was hidden in the basement storage room of our original settlement. Yeah. So, that is going to be it from me. If you like this and you want to follow me other places, Twitter is a great place to do that, at BadMoonMTG. I'm live Thursday evening, 7 p.m. Central Time, and Saturday afternoons, starting at noon Central Time, on twitch.tv/BadMoonMTG. But I think most of you who are going to see this are probably on the SMP anyway, and you probably already know where to find me. But that's it from me. Thanks for watching.